Hey, what's up y'all? I'm 1000 and a few weeks ago my channel hit 100,000 subscribers, and part of the 100,000 subscriber celebration, I did a little art prompt. This is the first time I've ever done this on my YouTube channel. I put out a theme, which is exploration, and asked you guys to make some art about that prompt. And you sent in a ton of art submissions. I think in the inbox there was like 200 submissions. I looked at every single one. You guys are crazy talented. I can't believe how good so much of this art was. I picked out some of the ones that stuck out to me. I think I selected like 50 or 60 favorites and then I had to whittle that down to an amount that I could actually cover in this video. So we're gonna review some of those art submissions, take a look at some of the art that you guys sent in. We'll see how you guys like this video. We might do one of these in the future. Let me know in the comments if you like this, and if the video does well, maybe we'll do this kind of thing again in the future. I certainly had a really good time looking at all your art, and hopefully you guys had a good time making the art. So the prompt is exploration. Let's take a look at some of these submissions and check out the art that you guys made. All right, so the first one is Ryan Sullivan, and he says, this is the piece I did called Divided. It was an exploration piece on emotion and feeling. I hope you like it. His Instagram is @RyanSullivanArt. Oh yeah, this is super sick. I love the sort of exploding top coming out of the head. I did a similar piece where I had a bunch of like crazy characters coming out of the top of this one character's head. The shading is super awesome. The line work is really dope. I don't know, it just speaks to me. This is how I feel on a daily basis. I feel like there's this world inside of my head that's just like trying to come out, and I think that Ryan really tapped into that. I'm gonna try and cruise through these pretty quick because there's a lot of them. Next one is Austin Bond. His Instagram is @AWS.10. He sent in this super awesome photo of this like abandoned water park with this lady kind of hanging over the edge of this abandoned water slide. It's just really striking to me. I don't know, it's like kind of eerie and spooky and like mysterious. He said he's from the Flint, Michigan area, and the photo was actually taken at an abandoned water park in that area, which had, you know, the water crisis going for a bit. The photo was part of a series I did that's called Faceless, where I removed the faces from portraits to make it more about the entire image and not just the person. Well, this is super sick. See, you guys are so rad. Next one is Corey Loshaw, and it looks like he painted this sweet like moon mountain mural on like a bedroom wall. I don't know, I just really like all of the shading that's done with all those tiny dots, and I like the composition of it. Next one is Colin McSteen. Colin sent in a song on the theme of exploration, so we'll play that. This song is by Colin McSteen. Thanks for sending that in, super sweet. Next one is by Shirley. Oh, she made this super sweet dress. Hi, my name is Shirley and my artwork genre is in the fashion design. I created the attached dress out of cotton, rounds, and tarp, and dyed the rounds, cut them in half, and glued and stapled them onto the tarp. When creating the garment, I was actually thinking of exploration. I just recently finished the garment. My teacher hated it and gave it a poor grade. However, it has been positively received by a few folks on social media. It also made it into my school exhibit. They had to review thousands of garments and mine was selected as one of them. Had it been reviewed by that teacher, though, there's no way it would have made it. At any rate, anything positive I can attach to this garment, I'm trying to do. Yeah, this is sweet. I don't know what that teacher is thinking. That just goes to show you that just because one person doesn't like your art or you get a critical comment from one person, that doesn't mean that the art doesn't have value, and you can't put all of your self-worth into the opinions of others. And Shirley didn't do that, and she sent it into her school contest. She got picked for that. She sent it in for this art review. It got picked for this. So Shirley, you keep on creating, you keep believing in yourself, and don't listen to what others think, because you're awesome. And this dress is super rad, and I love all the textures and I love all the colors. And I don't know if that's Shirley modeling it in the photos, but get it, girl. Love it. This is rad. Next one is Brandon Bowie. This stuff is super rad. It looks like he's doing some crazy texture, resin pour stuff, and something that really caught caught my eye on the theme of exploration is this amazing surfboard. Like, look at those wood textures. That's incredible. Like, I don't know. He's killing it. And that super high gloss resin look with that really beautiful wood. And then his other art where he's doing these almost like oceanscapes out of like resin pores and like rocks, and it's just sick. I don't know. Definitely feeling that. I feel like exploring. I wish I could just like wade into his paintings and like go swimming in that crazy world that he's creating. Next one is by Daniel. He said, for me, the best exploration that I encounter is during my childhood days when Ash goes around the city to find new things. After school, I rush home just to watch Pokemon. This one I chose just because, wow, look at all these tiny Pokemon. That is some commitment and some time investment, and he killed it. That is a lot of work. Each one of those Pokemon. Is that all 151 original Pokemon? Maybe there's even some more new ones in there. I'm impressed. That's a lot of time. I don't know what size this piece of art is, but I'm assuming it's like kind of an average size piece of paper, which means those Pokemon are tiny that he's drawing. See, I knew you guys were so talented. I'm so hyped on this. Thank you for sending all this artwork. Next one is Roma Shatov. And this one's just cool. I don't know if this is from something. I'm not sure if this is like Roma's own creation or if it's inspired by something, but these characters are just crazy, and I love the shading like on this this main kind of red blobby character, like the different tones of rose and deep magenta and burgundy. I don't know, this just takes me to another world. I really like the style of line work. This is just cool. Next one is Ian Warren. This is not something I would normally do, he says, as I do not consider myself as artsy, but I think what I do fits the exploration topic. Attached are some pictures of mountain bike trails in the United Kingdom. I take the GPS info, 3D print the trail, and mount them on wood. I am hoping to add more trails as I ride them. These are so cool. This is really like taking his real life exploration and turning it into a visual representation. So far, so good. This is awesome, y'all. Ooh, this one's crazy. Dane Smith. I tattoo out of Indianapolis, Indiana. Yeah, that is dope. That's a killer tattoo. So cool. So much exploration vibes going on. Real old-timey kind of sailor, like, plus that Louis Vuitton armrest is pretty sick. Yeah, that's sick, man. The shading, the realism, the composition, like, I love that sort of squared frame with the pipe popping outside of the frame. When you create a frame in art and then have elements coming out of that frame, it just adds this sort of like depth and energy. But this is super killer. I'm jealous of that person who has that tattoo. Nice job, Dane Smith. Trying to cruise through these, y'all. Get to the next one. Ho Jin Im. Hi, Peter. How are you? I hope you remember me. I'm Jin. I did a submission last time on your Patreon. This time I'm submitting one of my live drawing works, Positive Explorer. My work and I are always trying to bring positive energy to the place, such as love, peace, and smiley faces. Love, peace, and smiley faces. That's a good tagline. I'm still exploring to find the answer which can bring more positive energy to the people. Yeah, man. What a good attitude. This live paint was the first time I got so much attention from the people and could feel that people are reacting to my work positively. It was a good feeling. He did, I don't know how many characters this is. An insane black and white mural filled every inch with characters and designs and words and positive messages. This is super sick. He made a little YouTube video of it too. Let me just play a few seconds of that on the screen right now. But I love this style. I love his style. His work is really dope. Yeah, he just did a residency in Africa. He was one of my patrons and just a super cool, positive, awesome artist from Korea. Black and white can be so striking. Like, I'm a color fiend, but I really like working in black and white too. And Yo-Yo Jean is definitely killing it here. Kali Dubuk Brasu. See, this one I chose just because it's insane how much time and work this probably took. Like, each of those is a tiny dot stippling. It would drive me bonkers. It would drive me absolutely bonkers. I love the world that this person has created here. This little woman down in the corner is so cool. She's about to go on a journey. It looks like she's gonna go on like a spiritual journey and connect with nature and find some deep mysteries in these woods. The amount of time this must have taken is absolutely insane, and I love it. And thank you so much for submitting this, Cali Dubuc Brussels. I don't know how to speak French. Darren Clark sent another piece of music, so we'll get that playing in the background. It's on the theme of exploration, so have a listen. Luisios, why Marcelo? Dang, this is so cool. This little girl was just on a star collecting mission with her sweet cat that she's dressed up like an alien. Look at the storytelling on this piece. This one single image, you know what this character has been up to for the whole day. This huge basket of stars, moving forward, exploring, on a mission. I love the posture, the pose, the position, very cool, like real understanding of the natural position. I don't know, this is sick. The composition, that big moon with the dark blue background. Oh, I just noticed the little flashlight that's taped to her helmet. See, that little extra bit is sick. Yeah, you wanna see? Look at how cool that is.
Oh, wow.
Look at the little balls.
That's so cute.
Isn't that awesome? With the stars in the basket.
That's so cute that they're like glowing.
We like it.
That's so cute.
It's super awesome. Yeah. Lucius. Killing the game. Gringo Face Designs. Hey Ten Hun, congrats on the achievement and thank you for getting me pumped to be creative. I pulled a poll on Instagram and the majority of my followers voted. After thinking about which to submit that says exploration the most, I'm going to go against my followers and choose this one. I believe it fits the bill the most and the one I enjoy the most. Sometimes you just gotta go with your heart, go with your gut. I really like this. I'm really interested what the other one was, the one that the followers voted on, but super sweet astronaut spacesuit behind this like chill old dude, this Gandalf looking dude. He's like Gandalf meets the dude from the Big Lebowski. I love the really dark background with this sort of green lighting, these sort of spot lighting and lots of shadows, lots of contrast. Very sick. Magdalena Mixtal. See, this is so sick. This is going back to those black and white vibes. I love the hatching, the line work, and look at this composition. She's opening herself up to expose this beautiful natural world. I just love storytelling and art. I love how one image can immediately pull you into the world that the artist is trying to create. Jamie Flunder. I draw and ink all my work during my commute, then hustle at night to digitally color. Hence, I'm known as Doodles in Transit on Insta. Doodles in Transit, man, I've tried drawing on a bus. I've tried drawing on a train. That ain't easy. This is so sick. I love this so much. I just love the depth, the 3D-ness, the intersecting elements. The color choices are on point. This super crazy kind of island of bizarreness and surrealness and hamburgers and tentacles, and it says feel, and I feel that this is super sick and you killed it. Go follow him on Insta if you think he's dope. Follow all these artists on Insta if you think they're dope. Allstott. When I think of exploration, it brings to mind excitement, wanderlust, change, and often a bit of chaos. I tried to keep these words in mind when designing the piece. I love art that you can look at over and over again, and each time you notice something different that feeds in the story. Yeah, this is so sick. There's just so much motion, there's so much determination on the redhead's face, and this girl with the kind of crazy wild color hair is having such a good time. Her shirt says red! This cat is like hanging on for dear life. That dog, if it was black, looks just like Georgie because he's always hanging out the window having the time of his life. This just looks like a fun trip. I don't know, I really like this piece. It really hits the nail right on the head with the exploration vibes. Even the license plate just says, explore, explore. This one just makes me so happy. I just love this like wave of little noodly dudes. Reminds me of my little instigator characters. But the look on her face, she's so chill about it. I picked this one because every time I clicked on it, it just made me laugh. And that's a compliment. I'm not laughing at your art. This art is just, it makes me happy. I don't know what to say. The look on her face. She's like, what? I ride a wave of little noodle monsters to work every day. No big deal. Next one, Dana Chan. This one's so fun, so cute. This looks like it should be a children's book illustration. Definitely just love those little kids having a great time with that giant toad and that fish swimming through the air and this like crazy caterpillar. Just like a cool, lush, fun world. Imagine being on that field trip. That's so rad. I hope you get into some like children's book illustrations with this art style because it's super rad. Next one is Blue Tatula. Blue Tatula is one of my patrons. We love her art over there on Patreon. Super cool colors and characters and all these little details from the animal print on the outfits to these crazy backpacks holding maps and binoculars and these lush tropical vivid worlds. She's a Polish artist who's living in London right now and she's just kind of getting into tattooing. I chat with her all the time on the Discord server. Super awesome, rad, positive person with amazing art. I love this piece. I love these pieces and nice work, Blue Tatula. It's really Blue Tattoo Ola, but I always just say Blue Tatula because it's way more fun to say. Next one is Jonathan Amastal, color pencil drawing called The Lost Voyager. This is really cool. The fact that this was done with colored pencils, that space scene, really soft shading on the skull face with these beautiful monarch butterflies. The bubbles are on point. I just like this composition. It's a magical world and really well executed. Vinny Schreiner. Yeah, this is so cool. This is like perfect shading. Just the level of detail and the line work and the shading, and I like the reflections and the eyeballs, the feathers. Yeah, it's got depth. I'm jealous of your shading abilities. Super sick, Vinny. Next one is Yasmin Bozoglu. Yasmin Bozoglu. Hi. My name is Axie. Oh, that's easier. Congrats on 100K. Here's my interpretation of exploration done digitally. I thank you for your consideration. I really like the composition on this one. I love the depth, how the hand is just like exploding into the foreground. She's created this frame with this like hole right here, and the hand is coming through it. The face is set back a little bit. This composition just really was striking to me. I like the camera angle, and the shading and the rendering is pretty good too. The color choices are pretty rad, but this one really struck me for the composition. I like it a lot. Steve Blackmore, this is really good. Just the color shading, that frog looks just so chill, so relaxed. I love dragonflies. I love mushrooms. This tiny little space island that he's chilling on. He looks so content. But yeah, just the overall quality of the shading and the rendering and the composition and the figure really spoke to me on this one. This is just quality. Matt J.S. Moore. Yeah, this little robot dude is so cool to me. I love his little digital smiley face. I sometimes do those digital smiley faces, but Matt's is way better than mine. I just thought this was a cool little scene. And I really like his color choices, these sort of muted blues and cool grays, and I don't know, I just like it. It just spoke to me. The background is real loose and just kind of like vibed out, but that just kind of draws your eye more to this sort of TV-headed robot dude a little bit more. Super cool. Zoe, here's what I did. I really had fun doing this one. I hope you like it. Greetings from Germany. Yeah, the deep, dark exploration. Definitely picking up some Tomb Raider vibes. This reminds me of Chelsea. It looks like Chelsea. If she was like a Tomb Raider. Look, Chelsea looks like you. Oh, and this person's signed Roth, and Chelsea's last name is Roth. Look, it's you.
Wow, that is like my, that is my maiden last name.
Yeah.
It's kind of crazy.
Super cool.
That's so cute.
It looks so deep and lush. I like the light effects.
Yeah, I don't want to say that's me because yeah, that's me. But like, that'd be cool if that was me.
Yeah. Next one is Jonah Wogawa. This is just beautiful. This is like that glowing heart. The light effects that it's giving off is so rad. And the water, how her hair is like half underwater, half out of the water, these ripples and waves, and how her arm goes into the water. This is just sick. It's like the water is like a blanket. She's got the blindfold, kind of reminiscent of like Lady Justice. This is just like, I don't know, there's some deep kind of meaning going here. But what really stuck out to me is the hair and the water and that sort of glowing heart that bathes her body in this like warm light. Super sick. Hi Ten Hun, says RJ Gabriel. This is a very personal artwork of mine, so I hope you are able to read this. The theme is exploration, and I decided to make this artwork. It represents finding myself. Even though there are times that I feel too much pain, that I feel worse or down or depressed, I do my best to not give up, to write down important things, to keep myself calm, to love and take care of myself. There are many stuff yet to be discovered by me, many culture, new opportunities, new connections, endless discovery and experiences. But the most important, discovering a better version of me as a person and as an artist. My artist name is Oats, and it stands for the phrase one and the same, because my art and I are one and the same. One day I'll collaborate with you. Take my word for it. I am from Philippines, by the way. This is just so cool. I'm really glad I read that description, because we've got this guy who just seems like he's really feeling down, but he's scribbled all over his desk these sort of positive messages to himself, trying to remind himself that things will get better. What really struck me about this is the coloring. Excellent color choices, beautiful light, beautiful shadows. Yeah, this is just strong. I love the style. I love the character style. I love those hands. Yeah, this is just bold and really strong style, beautiful lighting, really kind of graphic, illustrative design. Yeah, let's collaborate. You want to collaborate? Let's collaborate. I'm super down to collaborate with you. This is really rad. I don't know, email me back and we'll figure something out, because you're dope. And I hope you continue to focus on the positive things in your life. And I really appreciate you watching, and I really appreciate this piece of art. So go follow Oats_meals on Instagram. Miguel Robledo. This is awesome. I love that big, bold marching stance. She's just off on an adventure, carefree, with her crazy like robot ghoul skeleton friend behind her. These two look like they're off on a crazy adventure, and he's a photographer. You know, I would expect him to be holding like a big, crazy, evil looking axe, but no, he's got his camera and this little pug on the backpack. I really like the backgrounds, the angles that these structures are jutting off at, just the sort of really vivid colors. Love it, love it, love it, love it. Y'all are freaking awesome. Susie Basil. This is really beautiful. 3 versions of this awesome, I would say African or Caribbean woman in a beautiful headdress. I love the textures that this artist used. I like how they presented it in a few different versions. The colors are beautiful. On the one on the left-hand side, the blue and red face shading is really cool to me, and I love the kind of scribble effects on her pants. This is just dope. This is just all around dope. All the little dots, it's just textury, it's good, it's working for me, it's colorful, the subject matter is really interesting, and I like it. Andy Dustin, 10 hun. Thanks so much for this opportunity. Love your channel. Look at this sweet piece. It's a combination of neon and kind of pop art, comic book influenced art. This super cool pink crying woman. This is just edgy and sweet and like stylish, and I don't know, looks like some high-end LA art or something. I really like this piece. It's just dope. It just looks cool, Andy Dustin. C. Markham. This piece is so fun. I love the storytelling. Gobi or bust, and then bust is crossed out and it says Gobi or melt. This snowman astronaut traveling through the desert with a camel, and what more can I say? The little spacesuit says Breezy Suit 5000. This is awesome. Really, really fun. That snowman is so cute. I don't know. Snowstronaut. Next one is Kitty Milk. They submitted this amazing piece of artwork. This beautifully rendered young lady with these cool blue hair and heart-shaped sunglasses. I love the shines on the bubblegum in her skin. Lots of really great highlights, and the use of gold on this piece is incredible. The textures on all the circles and dots in the background, and if you look at the sleeve, like all the gold highlights that are shining on, is it the sleeve? Yeah, and the nose ring, lots of gold embellishments. I just really like the rendering on this piece, the composition, super cool. Awesome, awesome, awesome piece. Love it. Camilo Duquara Gordillo. This piece is so fun. I just love it. Look at that little dog. I love the flashlight beam, how it's brightening up that chunk of the illustration, of the composition. This weird little fish monster that's in his kind of backpack looking with the telescope at this pizza planet. This is just fun. It's just a fun world. Like, I feel like I want to play whatever video game you create because it looks like a fun exploration. I like how he thought about how the magnifying glass would affect the scenery behind it. Van Gogh, cool. There was a lot of astronauts submitted. I guess when I said exploration, a lot of people had astronaut pop into their head. I mean, what's more exploratory than an astronaut? But this is one of the coolest ones. It's just really well rendered. I love the position, body. I love the composition. This is just, you can tell this artist is technically proficient and has a really good, strong understanding of how to work with oil paints. And it looks like this is the last one. Felix Schlater made this piece, which I thought was really cool. But one of the main reasons why I selected this one is this sweet little YouTube video that Felix put together. YouTube audience. So the prompt is exploration. So you can make a drawing, a painting, a song, a little video, like whatever kind of art you do, photography, make a piece of art around the theme of exploration and email it.
Okay. All right. Hey guys, my name is Felix, and the other day I was watching 1000's video where he celebrated 100,000 subscribers, which is a massive accomplishment. And Peter, if you're watching this, congratulations. So in that video, 1000 issued an art prompt, or a challenge to artists to create some piece of art based around the theme of exploration. So I thought it'd be fun to not just participate in the prompt, but also document my process from start to finish to show you what it takes for me to complete a piece of art. So when I sat down and thought about the theme of exploration and the things that I wanted to include in this piece, the first thing that kind of came to mind was what Saturday morning felt like as a kid. Just the whole weekend I would be out on my bike or on my skateboard, just exploring the neighborhood. One of the main things that I remember as a kid on those Saturday mornings was bringing empty jars with me when I'd go out exploring. I didn't know what was supposed to go in these jars, but I knew that if I stumbled across it and I didn't have a jar, I would have been upset with myself.
But yeah, it's super rad. I actually, in that YouTube video, I liked his shopping cart composition a little bit better, but this one tells more of a true story of who he is as an artist. I love the part about the jars and how he would go out and collect things in his jars, just exploring his own neighborhood, treating it like it was a mysterious world to be discovered. I really like how in the foreground here, these bottles and maps and stuff are like out of focus, and it adds a lot of depth, and this is a really cool piece. But that is the art submissions. That was a lot. You guys are awesome. There's so much talent in this community. I can't believe how talented you all are. That was just a tiny portion of the submissions that got sent to me, and I looked at every single one, and I must say you guys are all super talented. Thank you for taking the time out. Hopefully the process of creating made you feel good and excited, and I hope this kind of made you feel more creative. But that's it. Thank you so much for watching this video. I'm going to be playing a little slideshow now of all of the art submissions, because I know everybody worked really hard on their pieces and I don't want anybody to be left out. So we're just gonna put some music on and play through some of these art submissions. So keep your eye out for yours. If yours isn't in this video, it's because you sent me a Google Drive link that wasn't shared properly and I couldn't access your files. So I'm sorry about that. But subscribe to my YouTube channel, leave a like and a comment, especially if you like this kind of content. Let me know if I should potentially do another one of these in the future. This is definitely a little bit different kind of content than I normally make. Check out my Patreon if you want to support me on a monthly basis. Check out my website if you want to get a bunch of cool t-shirts and a bunch of like tons of art merchandise and paintings and prints and all kinds of stuff over there. I got some new stuff coming soon. I got a book coming soon. I got some brand new stickers. I got some brand new t-shirts. I got a new skateboard release, so keep your eye out for that. I'll talk a little bit more about that coming up soon. But you guys are awesome. Thank you so much for submitting all of your amazing art to this art prompt. And here is all the submissions. Enjoy. Brandon Dancer also sent another piece of music. We'll get Brandon's music playing at some point in this video.
I want you to imagine this for me. Talking about every single day I go to work for free. No calling them out, what do I do? Thought about life, but it's not about you. Wanna go to bed, but I gotta find food. Now I bought a bet, but I'm probably gonna lose. Then I saw a man moving crates in a better shed at a soothing pace. Wanna go up, see the moves he makes, but I'm not a man of choosing fates. Wanna ask about a better way to be great, cause everyone I met made me feel my life late. Looked at me and you could swear he felt the heart race. He knew I just wanna feel how that success tastes. Told me I don't gotta go through it. Told me if I got a dream, I just gotta go to it. This is real life, don't nobody breathe fluid. Cause another make your money, yeah you knew it, but you gotta go away now. Don't take another chance, let the struggle fly away. How? Go all the way to the top of Mauna Loa. When you calm down, you live your life slower. So now I'm on the move there, been a bit of begging, feeling too scared. Who's there? All the way, no way, tell me who care if I'm coming back from no one knew where. I don't know if this is really what I want, cause every man I met make his money just to flaunt. Leaving everything and I just think I wanna scream, cause if I make it there then I might lose another dream. I can see the top here, got fear, stop clear, gotta be just another drop here. Walking faster, gonna be disaster. If I meet my maker, gonna tell he made me plastered. If I die then, gonna find the lights and paint a better picture with the right pen. This is it, I don't feel a benefit, then I see the sun and I'm a hypocrite. All the way up, falling all the way down. Never for a moment did I take a look around. All my life I've been giving one and taking twice, thinking that I must deserve everything a wife. Now I notice all the things I've been getting free. God must have given you what he then had given me. Talking about all the things that I've been working for, never knowing all the gifts tomorrow has in store. Now I feel truly blessed, living amok and now I live like I'm no longer stressed. Now I live like I'm a king, never made a penny, now I feel like I've been given everything. I'm a man who finally made it. Taking a trip to heaven in the spring, never trade it. On the way I barely prayed yet, all of my unpaid debt, never collected and I'm fully paid bread. Then I saw my mentor in a meadow, wanted to thank him for the way he told me not to settle. He barely saw me when he did, he said hello. Do you now know any way that I stay mellow? I don't know, but I'm happier than ever. I work slow when I'm laughing at the clever. He said, that's me, gotten us together free. Think of how to give this to society.
Should I try and do the thumbnail? Maybe I'll make like a shocked face like I'm looking at some amazing art.